after a few drinks, she remained as sharp as always. What are you gonna do now? It looks just like me. Thank you, May. Alea.
There was a big event last time that we did a reading of I'm in Love with the Villainess.
Yes.
And that was that Ray and Claire got married.
They're married!
They're married!
They are married.
Mm-hmm. It's not a legal marriage because, yeah, they don't have those kind of rights in their world. Mm-hmm. But it is a marriage nonetheless.
It's a marriage.
They invited their friends, their families, so that they can announce themselves as a couple. And it was really cute. Yeah, their daughters, too, had some cute moments.
Letters were sent by
and
people.
Manaria!
And Lily!
I can't believe she sent... I mean, in spite of all the wild stuff she's done, I still can't believe that she sent a letter saying if it doesn't work out, I'll have you both. Yeah.
I mean, it's Manaria. She has to.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, so a lot happens. There's some bonus chapters and a little bit of chapter 1. Mm-hmm. So we're going to actually start off by reading the bonus chapter 3 because it looks ridiculous. And then we'll start reading chapter 1. Uh-huh. This will be a shorter one this week.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It'll be wonderful.
Yeah.
You got your water. You got your comfy seat.
Got a comfy
We're going to read some comments before we start reading this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Michaela, let's go! Woo! That's right. Let's go! Woo! We have Uzo Marose, rather. Thank you for reading Yuri to me, mums.
Sure thing, sweetie.
We have Ginger Cat. This is such a beautiful picture of Ray and Claire in their wedding day. They are such a cute couple. You can see why it's suggested to read the bonus chapter apart from the bonus chapter 6 first, because at the end of book 2.
Oh, all of them except for chapter 6.
Oh, okay, so I guess we'll read all bonus chapters now.
Okay, there you go.
They are engaged too, but book 3 starts with them married. It's not until the second bonus chapter that we get to witness their marriage. Oh. Love Minotti and Liz letters and Lene's comments. So funny. Not something you'd expect to be said at a wedding.
Right? Oh my gosh.
And this time, I got plenty of water.
And we have a heads up here from Logan King. The next bonus story has a drunk Claire. All right, here we go. Drunk Claire.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun. Sweet, sweet alcohol.
Woo!
Are they asleep? Yep, out like a light. It was just past 9 o'clock, and I returned to the living room after putting the children to bed to find Claire waiting for me. Having finished bathing, she was already in her pajamas, sitting alone on the living room table and enjoying what seemed to be a drink. On the table sat a bottle that held about a liter of a tawny liquid. What's that, Miss Claire? I thought I heard a juice. I had plans to go to the market for some more tomorrow morning. It's alcohol, Claire said plainly.
Huh?
I froze.
Just alcohol.
Alcohol? As in alcohol? Alcohol? Miss Claire, you can't be drinking that. Why not? Because you're under 20. Okay, and? Claire looked at me quizzically, after which I remembered the drinking age in the kingdom was 15. In other words, we could drink with no legal repercussions whatsoever. In fact, we had good reason to, as some kinds of alcohol were cheaper than water. Oh gosh. Though I suspect what Claire was drinking was of the premium variety. It was a gift from Lambert. It's quite quaffable.
From Lambert.
How nice of him. Try not to drink too much, though. It's not good for your health. I know. Always in moderation. I suspected Claire had been drinking as an aristocrat parties and other social events since before she was of legal age. She probably knew her limits better than I did. How about I make some snacks along with the drink? I offered. No need for that. Just come join me. I saw no reason to refuse, so I fetched a glass and sat down with her. She poured me some of the drink, which looked like mead. Cheers, Ray. Cheers. After thin glasses, I generally brought the alcohol to my lips. While mead contained honey, it wasn't necessarily sweet, as the fermented process broke down its sugars. It was closest to beer. Oh, really? Then I wouldn't like that.
Yeah,
in terms of taste.
Yeah,
although beer wasn't ever really sweet, so perhaps that was a poor comparison.
I don't love the flavor of beer so much.
This mead seemed to have spices mixed with it. Perhaps cinnamon? Claire was right. It was quite quaffable. An uncomplicated yet delicious drink. How is it? Delicious, not harsh at all. Isn't it? Lene remembered the brewery I was fond of and had Lambert deliver it. Oh, really? That was Lene for you. Even if she was no longer Claire's maid, she will still respect Claire as her master. With gratitude to Lene in our hearts, we drank glass after glass. Hey, Ray, this is happiness, isn't it? Claire spoke softly as if in a dream. Huh? I looked at her in confusion, only to see her whole face lit up with a smile. There's you, May, Alea. Every day feels like I'm living in a dream. It's not a dream. This is the future you've earned. The future we've earned. Clear distinction, Ray. Even after a few drinks, she remained as sharp as always.
Sweet.
She didn't think for a moment how this happiness was hers alone. How's teaching going, I asked. It's rewarding work, though the students can be awfully unruly at times. Contrary to her words, she sounded utterly delighted. Claire and I began teaching at the Royal Academy. The students were no longer predominantly children of the nobles, but talented children chosen from the populace at large. A sign of the Academy is changing. This curriculum had also begun to focus less on the culture and etiquette and more on specialized fields.
Oh.
Let's see here.
I wonder what those fields are.
Fighting
monsters?
I can't have my way in all things like I could when I was noble, but I suppose it's what makes life so enjoyable now. Is that so? I'm glad to hear it. I'd secretly been worrying that Claire's pride would negatively influence her teaching, but it seems like it wasn't the case. I was happy to see she found meaning in her words. How about you, Ray? How are you enjoying life as is? As long as you're with me, life's perfect. It's also nice that May and Alea have warmed up to us. I was content just to have Claire in my life, especially after I had to come so close to losing her. May and Alea opening their hearts to us was wonderful too. It was as Claire said, this really was happiness. Good. Although there's one thing I'm dissatisfied with. Oh, what? Claire set her glass down before looking at me sheepishly. I feel like you're not as assertive recently. I choke on my drink. Her words reached my ears, but ran just shy of reaching my brain. What did she just say now? I'm sorry, could you repeat that? Ugh! I said I'm sad because you haven't been all over me lately.
Oh, that's why. Alright, Claire.
I understood her words clearly this time, but now I couldn't believe they'd come out of her mouth. Had the haughty Claire just said what I thought she did? Miss Claire, are you drunk? I'm not drunk, she said, but her face was utterly red and her speech was now turning slurred. Come to think of it, no drunk person ever admits they're drunk. How many glasses have you had? What? There's still half a bottle. Something this like would get me drunk. I checked the bottle to find it nearly empty. I'd only had 2 glasses, meaning around 80% of this missing liquor had been going down Claire's gullet. She was so far gone that she couldn't even tell me how much she'd drunk. Miss Claire, let's call it a day. No! I want to talk with you more! Claire pouted. She avoided my hands as I tried to reach for a glass and took a large gulp. Miss Claire, you were so aggressive back when we were students. Came to my side saying, Miss Claire, how cute you were.
I can't.
Now she's being outrageous. If I didn't stop her here and now, she would die of embarrassment later. Hey, Ray, don't you love me? I do. Really? Really? I see. Claire smiled as if entranced. Oh, man, I did love her usual determined smile. I was weak against this kind, that she so rarely showed. It took everything I had to restrain myself. Come on, Miss Claire, it's time to go to bed. No! I want to flirt with Ray more!
I want to flirt with Ray more.
I was struck dumb. What was this being made of pure cuteness before me? Claire was always adorable, but something about her right now was unreasonably cute. I suppose the alcohol was making me feel a certain way too. My judgment was weakened. If this went on, I might make a mistake. Claire and I were close, but it didn't feel right to let alcohol dictate my urges. Ray! Yes? Her sickly, sweet, coyish voice calls my name, and so it became far more difficult to resist the temptation to give in. I thought my heart would stop beating at her irresistible cuteness. Will you kiss me? We should stop here. I don't think I can resist your temptations any further. Why do you need to resist? Ray is mine, and I'm yours. Claire tilted her head teasingly. I felt less of my good judgment starting to crumble away. Claire, I really do love you. Thank you, Ray. I love you too. So that's why you can't keep saying such adorable things or else I might really do something. Oh, really? That makes me happy. Her smile was that of a goddess's. I didn't care what happened anymore. I tried my hardest. Everything was Claire's fault for being too cute. I stood up by Claire's side, taking her hand. Miss Claire, may I carry you? So you finally come around. Of course, with pleasure. She kissed me. I used magic to supplement my strength and lifted Claire's dainty little boot body up. To the bedroom, I asked? Yes. That was left to spend the night in each other's embrace. Or so I thought. Oops. I stood there in shock. What's the matter, Ray? Where'd you take me to the... Claire noticed. Peering out from the children's bedroom were 2 sets of eyes. They found us, Alea! We've been caught, May! They cried out with an ounce of guilt. Oh, no. Why are you 2 awake? Claire asked. We could hear Mama, Ray, and Mama Claire having fun from our room. So we were watching to make sure nothing bad happened.
Nothing bad happened.
Claire and I gasped mouse the gate. Try to imagine how you'd felt that moment. What are you gonna do now? May asked innocently. Are you gonna play in the bedroom? Alea followed up.
Play in the
blaze with just lust for moments prior completely cooled off. I imagine Claire had sobered up and hurried too. We're not going to do anything. Just say goodnight, then go to sleep. Oh wait, that's right. Well, now you're Claire. Really? That's dull.
Oh, dull.
Yep. That's why you 2 better get sleep too. Stay up too late and you won't be able to play as much tomorrow. I don't want that. We're We're good girls, so we'll go to bed. With that, the two girls immediately crawled back into bed. There was one thing left to do before I could truly breathe easy. Hey, Miss Claire. I looked down at Claire in my arms to see a look of great shame on her face. I take it you sobered up. Yes. Her voice was faint. I get it. I want to crawl into a hole, too. Let's add a new rule. Agreed. And this has to be some ground rules that night. A new one was added. Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly.
Bonus story number 4.
That feels like a long commercial for drinking, or like a PSA. Drink responsibly.
This will happen.
Yeah.
Birthdays!
But it's cute though, the little kids
I know.
coming in the room.
The end of the rainy season finally came to Bear Kingdom, and with its summer, the academy was on break, so we spent our days relaxing as family. Claire and I were helping May and Alea with their studies. They'd been taught basic reading and writing at the orphanage, but they hadn't had much time to familiarize themselves with it. Even so, they proved to be fast learners and could now write as well as anyone in their age group. Mama Claire, what does this say? May asked from atop Relaire. Oh, that's right, relays are huge now. She'd taken to liking to sitting on the water slime as of late. That says birthday. What's a birthday? May asked curiously. I know what it is! Alea cut with a proud look. It's a day to celebrate someone being born!
Yeah! That's right.
Actually, that's right, Alea. Do you two remember when your birthday is? I forgot. Do you remember, Alea? Of course, it's the 13th day of the 12th month. Dates in this world were based on the solar calendar, just like in my world, but they ran a bit simpler. This world had 12 months, each with 30 days. That means that their February always has 30 days. What is a February with 30 days?
30 days.
That's wild.
Oh, yeah.
Claire watched the two of us fondly as they rejoiced before looking my way. Come to think of it, I don't know Ray's birthday. Of course you wouldn't. Not even I know my birthday.
Oh.
What do you mean? Did you forget? I'm a lost child of spirits. Which is... As a young child, Ray Taylor had been found wandering elusive, taken in by a couple who adopted her. Hence my true birthday was a mystery. So you didn't celebrate birthdays, Claire asked. Commoners don't have the financial leeway to celebrate birthdays, and most will celebrate New Year's and the Harvest Festival. Bear commoners were poor and tended to have many children. Celebrating birthdays regularly could put a real dent in the house's finances. Extravagant birthday parties were luxury that only nobles enjoy. I see. Then when was your birthday in your previous life? My previous life? Oh, that's right. Yes, I believe you were from a well-off family, were you not? Some time ago.
I don't know. Go ahead.
What?
She's like, that's right. Did she forget?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I do think she's going by the character of... The character she... you know what happened to the actual character that she took place of? I have a lot of questions. Some time ago, just before the revolution, I told... I told Claire, but how I lived in another world, she seemed to remember the details quite clearly. Let's see, the calendar in the other world is a bit different, but in this world I think my birthday would equate to around the 19th day of the 7th month. That's right around the corner! You should have said something sooner! Claire said angrily. Is Mama's Ray's birthday soon? Are we gonna celebrate? We'd caught the children's attention. They seemed to be quite taken off by the topic of birthdays. It's fine. We don't need to worry about my birthday. Let's just use the money on your birthday. Absolutely not! Claire protested. You're a precious member of the family. We have to celebrate your birthday. Yeah, indeed. I gave in, unable to resist all three of them. Birthdays weren't exactly something I'd look forward to in my previous life, especially when I'd reached an age that didn't make me want to acknowledge I was getting on in years. Even now, I couldn't say I was too thrilled about celebrating my birthday. We only have 3 days until Ray's birthday. May, Alea, let's get to preparing. Okay, yes, Mother. What should I do then?
Wow, that's a quick birthday preparation.
You don't need to do anything special, Ray. Just do your usual chores like you normally do. It seemed Claire and the girls would be handling the preparations themselves. Things are gonna get busy around here. The next 3 days went by quickly. Claire and the twins cut and folded colored paper to decorate their rooms, making our house suddenly feel a lot more festive. Claire seemed to be planning a surprise for me, but I wasn't part of the preparations. I was allowed to know what it was. I felt a little left out. Yet I found myself actually starting to grow a little excited. Happy birthday, Ray! Happy birthday, Mama! Happy birthday, Mother Ray! We decided to celebrate at dinner time. Thank you, She still calls her Miss Claire. It drives me crazy she still calls her Miss Claire.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Claire. May, Alea.
I mean, I think that she's came to adore her as Miss Claire. So
I agree.
She's like, yo, forever
Mrs. Claire?
Be Miss Claire for me.
Individual with all my heart.
Mrs. Claire. Yeah.
Now then, let's sit down and eat, said Claire. Today's dinner is quite the feast, although Ray is still the one who made it. Sorry. It's fine. Thanks for covering the cost of the ingredients. It would be much of a birthday party if I didn't. Claire had insisted she would cook right up until the very end, but unfortunately cooking happens to be one of the very few, if not only thing, she's still hopeless at.
Yeah.
She settled for covering the cost of the ingredients and allowing me to go all out for the first time in a long while, as we kept meals on the frugal side ever since the revolution. Today's dinner consisted of roast beef, potato salad, onion soup, au gratin, baguette, and creme brulee. Hello.
I know,
Hungry!
that sounds delicious. Like, I wasn't hungry before, but I am now.
Time to dig in! Would you please wait a moment, Ray? May, Alea, can you fetch it? Okay, yes, Mother. The two disappeared to their rooms, immediately returning with something in hands. Here you go, Murray! It's your birthday present. They politely handed me a wrapped package. Can I open it? Of course. I wonder what they got in the wrapping paper. The clumsy wrapping made it clear the twins had done it themselves. I carefully unwrapped the present, taking care not to tear the paper in case it could be reused. Oh, a portrait? Drawn in crayon on paper was a picture of me. It took up the whole space in a big smile plastered. Was this what they saw in me? How they saw me? They worked really hard to draw this. How is it? Does it look like you? It looks just like me. Thank you, May. Alea.
Does it really?
I mean, who's to say?
They
don't give us a picture, so
You're
I
gonna
don't
tell the cute adopted girls that it looks great, no matter how it looks.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm really curious what it must actually
I know,
look
right?
like.
Nearly moved to tears, I hugged them again. The twins hugged me back, smiling. I had the best daughters in the whole wide world. I know they won't even show us. They're just like, you don't get to see it. I also have something for you.
That would be a cute drawing. Like them holding it up. Like, look what we made.
Claire handed me something as she blushed profusely. The fact alone was a gift itself. A handkerchief? It's nothing special, but I hope you like it. Claire is being modest beyond modest. The handkerchief was embroidered with a myriad of small flowers. It was fancier than that sort of ordinary citizen usually possess, more befitting of a noble. Its beauty so fine you might hesitate to even use it. She had doubtless embroidered it herself, so she's good at embroidery.
Ooh.
At the edge I found a delicate writing. For my beloved Ray, from Claire. It's just a work of art.
That just only checks out that Claire would be good at embroidery, though.
And I think she'd done this only in 3 days. This was nothing short of a treasure. Thank you, Miss Claire. I'm glad you like it. I honestly haven't expected to receive a present, so I was caught off guard by all this. If May and Alea hadn't been there, I might have cried. Let's eat, shall we? I'm sure Ray's cooking will be delicious. It's yummy. May, it's already eating. The four of us enjoyed a boisterous birthday dinner together.
Boisterous.
The birthday went by so quickly. Indeed, I replied. May and Alea were already fast asleep. After helping them get to bed, Claire and I quietly drank tea together. Did you enjoy it? I did. This was the most enjoyable birthday I've ever had.
Oh, wow.
Previous life included. I'd gone along with my family at previous life, and birthdays have been pleasant. But celebrating with the family you made for yourself was a joy all on its own. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you for today, Miss Claire. I meant it. Thanks to Claire, I learned how wonderful it could be to spend your birthday with the ones you love. If it weren't for you, I'm sure my life would have been dull indeed. Thank you for being born, Ray. Miss Claire! Her words had special meaning. She was saying she loved our current life more than her old life as a noble, where she had enjoyed everything she could have ever wanted. That made me unbelievably happy to hear.
Yeah.
I actually have one more present for you. What is it? You have to guess. Claire said bashfully. I had an idea of what she meant. Today's been so much fun. I don't know if I can control myself tonight, I said. I might just devour your whole if you're not careful. I'll allow you to try just for today, but I get the feeling the one who'll be devoured won't be me. Is that a challenge? It might be. I grabbed Claire's hand and headed to the bedroom. As her last present, let's just say it was wonderful. Alright, we got chapter bonus 5, Holy Night Festival. Also water.
Water.
Water
Me
break!
too. Water break!
Everyone take a water break.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah. Especially in heat.
Yep. And if you're reading. Yep.
Today was the 24th day of the 12th month. In the modern world today would have lined up with what we call Christmas Eve. But this was the world of revolution. There was no Christmas here. Or you might think, instead you see, we had this holiday called Holy Night Festival. The prevailing belief is that the Great Spirit descended to the earth on this day. That's why the Holy Night Festival is an important event to the spiritual church. I already knew that, but I let Claire talk to me about it anyway. She looked so cute when hauntingly explaining things to me. As you might have guessed, the Holy Night Festival is a game event modeled after Christmas. Yet another aspect of Japanese culture inserted into the world building. Although I suppose Christmas was originally European to original. So, what do you do on this day, I asked? Well, nobles often held marvelous parties and invited guests.
Marvelous.
Yeah. But I believe the common citizens don't celebrate so lavishly. As a noble, Claire did seem to be time to like parties. To my knowledge, Claire continued, citizens would decorate their rooms and set up fir trees, then invite families, friends, lovers to exchange gifts. Oh, that sounds wonderful. It sounds exactly like Christmas in Japan. I thought it might be a bit different since I'd heard Christmas in Western countries was more like of a quiet affair spent with family. Christmas in Japan was party kind, like New Year's Eve in the West, while New Year's Day in Japan was generally the quieter family event. Will we be celebrating like citizens, I asked. Of course we will. Do you have any idea how much it costs to hold a party and invite people? That's true. We have to reserve a place for pay, for food, and prepare entertainment for the guests. We weren't poor by any means, but this wasn't feasible on a salary of 2 teachers. If we had that kind of money, I'd rather use it on Claire, May, and Alea first. But I do want to have a small celebration with our family, as do I, Miss Claire. Spending the holy night with family without having to worry about guests sounded pretty great. A good way to end the year with the ones you loved. We can afford to indulge ourselves with a feast, I think. Can you do the cooking, Ray? Of course, leave it to me. I struck my chest with pride. This was a good opportunity to show off my stuff. All that's left are the presents for us and the kids. Let's go shopping tomorrow. We could leave the 2 children behind and go on a shopping date. No.
Ooh, shopping date.
No impure motives. We just needed to keep the presents to a surprise from the girls. Sounds like fun. Sure does, I said, although I did relish the thought of a little alone time with Claire, for other reasons as well. Alright, here it comes. Whoa, it's huge. On the night of the Holy Night Festival, Claire, May, and Alea sat in the dining room table, wearing oven mitts. I carried an herb-roasted whole chicken over and set the heavy platter down on the table with a thud. Many dishes were already out in addition to the chicken. Roast beef, green soybeans. I don't know what that is. I know what soybean is, but not a green soybean.
Is that different from edamame?
I'm not sure. And if that's the case, then I have seen it then.
Might be edamame.
Burdock porridge, root vegetable salad, and a decorated cake. I learned the herb roasted whole chicken recipe from my mother in this world. I added salt and pepper and extra herbs to make my own deluxe version. The roast beef was lovely, especially it was our first time having beef in a while. The pottage was made with green soybeans and burdock. I don't know what burdock is. That was boiled, mashed,
it's a root.
And mixed with milk. Then the season with salt and pepper. I made the salad by cooking up lotus root, carrots, potatoes, and onions. I've never had a salad with potatoes.
Like wait, what all was in the salad?
It had lotus root, carrots, potatoes, and onions.
Carrots, potatoes, and onions. I mean, you've had potato salad.
Well, I've had potato salad, but not like this. Like, just, I don't know.
Like mixed in with additional items.
Not with like carrots and like
and lotus root. Yeah, I don't think you usually eat that much lotus root though. So
then covering them with dressing for a simple but flavorful dish. The decorated cake, the highlight of the spread, was a bit misshapen because I had May and Alea help in decorating it. Shall we eat? Yeah! Yes, Mother. And so our party began. Ornaments made from colored paper decorated the walls, May and Alea's handiwork. We hadn't been able to get a fir tree, and so made our own with miniature one out of colored paper and placed it in the center of the table. We poured our hearts into making our own inexpensive yet special Holy Night Festival. This meat's yummy. This pottage is delicious. The children sang the food's praises as they ate. Everything but the soup was served in large communal dishes, so we each had our own small place to transfer portions to. Little by little, we whittled the food away. I already drank water, phone.
The phone's like, you need a drink.
It's also delicious. I especially like the salad. Thank you, Miss Claire. Feel free to eat as much as you like, of course. I took a slice of roast beef and nibbled on it. I cooked it in my own brand of onion sauce, and I had to say the outcome was so-so. Oh, she's like, it was just so-so. May and Alea had eaten only a small lunch in anticipation for tonight, and they were now stuffing their faces enthusiastically. With their help, all the food was soon cleared away. We finished the whole cake as well as sharing it 2 slices per person. At last, I carried the empty plates to the sink with a satisfied smile. Right, can you do the washing later? I don't think the kids can wait for their presents any longer. Oh, all right, I'll go get the presents then. I went to from the bench and returned with wrapped presents in my festival. Here you are, May and Alea. Happy Holly Night Festival. Thank you so much. Claire and I had chosen their presents. Inside the wrapping, they found shoes. So cute. The shoes were on the expensive side, cobbled and sold by a freighter, made from water python leather. They resisted water and stains, so they were quite cute. But meant for children. They're so light, yeah. Most of the products were heavy, but water python leather was perfect for children who liked running around. Thank you, Mama Ray and Mama Claire. Thank you, mothers. The twins hugged us, and Claire and I happily hugged them back. This is for you, Ray. Claire said she handed me a present.
Ooh,
I didn't know what I'd find in the wrapping, as we agreed not to keep our presents for each other a surprise. And this is one for you, Miss Claire. I handed Claire a present. We opened our presents at the same time. A comb, such delicate fretwork. I gave Claire's brushing comb made from boxwood crafted by the guildmaster of the Woodworking Guild. Astute readers might notice the significance of gifting a boxwood comb. In Japan, boxwood combs symbolize the eternal bond and were all well known for being used to propose during the Edo period.
Used to propose?
Oh! Looks like my present's a scarf. Wait, did you make this? It's nothing special, but yes, I did make it. Claire blushed. Nothing special. The pattern's so beautiful.
What did she make her?
Her scarf.
Oh, okay.
It was made by a tailor's guild. It had an argyle pattern, for goodness sake. This wasn't something an amateur could pull off. Can I put it on? Of course. Wow, it's warm. I did it from snow rabbit wool. Snow rabbits had soft, bushy fur, and they didn't hibernate in the winter. No wonder the scarf was so warm.
Fancy.
Thank you, Miss Claire. I'll treasure it. Thank you for the comb as well, Ray. We moved closer and kissed. Such happy times. Look, Alea, it's snowing outside. It is. Prompted by the children's voices, I looked outside the window to see heavy white snow falling from the sky. It looks like it's a pure white holy night, Claire said. Is that something like White Christmas? Sorry. Nothing. Just talking to myself. The four of us stood there watching it snow for some more time. No words need to be shared. Each of us confronted by the presence of our family. It's been a busy year, Ray. I look forward to spending the next one with you. As do I, Miss Claire. We shared a kiss before pulling away and smiling at one another. The night was a passionate one. But that'll be a story for another time.
Oh?
Okay, so then this is the 6 that we don't read.
6 that we don't read. Is there more after 6?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. There's the afterward.
Okay, the afterward. Okay, got it.
The actual main chapter.
We didn't get far.
We did not get that far. I think. Let me just take a quick look.
Okay.
Oh wait, the faster alert for that seems familiar. Oh yeah, Leia fell down. Pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. So I'll read this part again. Faster, Alea, faster! Right, go right! Valera and May, Alea's best friend. Other children their age also lived in the neighborhood, but our girls spent their time playing with Valera. I didn't know how to feel about that. I discussed it with Claire later. But I'm sure it'll turn all right. Parenting was a trial and error. Sometimes that meant you had to let go and allow nature to take its course. No parent was omniscient after all. I never once regretted coming to this world, but after raising my own children, I wish I had a chance to thank my real parents for raising me. There were just some things you couldn't appreciate until you had children of your own. What? Mama Ray, Alea fell down. Coming! Goodness, no time for being sentimental. It seems, but strangely enough, I didn't mind being kept busy one bit. Mother Ray, there's something I want to ask. Just past noon holiday, May and Alea approached me while I was reading a book on the table on our terrace. They didn't come to me like this very often. They usually went to Claire, who is currently working on her embroidery in the living room. What is it? What does Mama Ray like about Mama Claire?
Oh?
Alea! I was asking first. How shocking. They're only 6.
They
had already taken interest in romance? I think girls tend to develop. I confessed to a girl at 6.
Okay.
This still seemed early. My, what precious children. No fighting, you two, I chided. That's a tough question. I can only say I love everything about her. They squealed in unison, placing their hands on their cheeks. The reaction felt just a touch too mature for them. They couldn't have been transported from another world like me, could they?
What?
You know, I do feel like there's more than just Ray, though, in this world, so maybe.
Oh?
Maybe not the kids, though. We'll see.
Huh.
How so? Tell us. The two of them looked at me expectantly. They adored Claire, of course. I considered myself second to none when it came to loving her. Not even them. Well, she was a lot more high-strung when we first met. Of course, Claire's great as she is now, but I'll never forget how wonderful she was when her pride was stacked high to the ceiling. I wish she'd scold me again. But those days were long gone. High-strung? Stacked pride? They seemed confused as to what I meant.
Yeah,
yes,
that would be confusing.
I thought back to when I had
6-year-olds.
just met Miss Claire. If I had to put it simply, she was very embodiment of those confident aristocrats who put their hands on their mouths and laughed. Oh! Yes! She always bullied me directly rather than use her underlings to do the dirty work for her. She'd insult me to my face, telling me she couldn't stand the sight of me, but being the kind of person who acted first and thought second, she never anticipated that her insults would only make me happier. Backfiring on her to the point where she'd have to break down in tears. Her voice is also perfect. It's energetic like a young puppy's, but cute and high-pitched like a cat's. So you're covered and irrespectable of which you prefer, and Mother Ray, please stop. Please calm down.
She was going.
Oops, I'd gotten carried away. My daughters began to pat me, saying, there, which I sometimes did to calm them down. I didn't know how to feel about that. Do you understand now, I asked? Not one bit, they said in unison. Oh, well, the main thing is that Miss Claire is cute. I can understand that. Mother Claire's always cute.
She's
very
always
good.
cute.
All together now. Ready? Oh!
Cute.
We chorus together.
Do you want to read up to where there's that line of stars? It's like a line of stars or something.
Where is there a line of stars?
I think that there's one soonish. There's a
No.
picture.
There's new characters, though, soon.
Okay.
There's no line of stars for a while.
Okay, got it.
Let's see here. That was the end of that conversation. I was so happy May and Alea had come to talk to me. So happy, in fact, that I never noticed Claire listening. For some reason, Claire stepped on my foot. Oh, pardon me. She said, I thought you were an insect. Is something the matter, Miss Claire? You've been cheeky, Ray. I've been cheeky, huh? I apologize if I offended you anyway, but I don't recall doing anything. That's not what I meant. It's not. Forget about it. Claire stormed off. What was that about? A while later, Claire hid one of my books. What's wrong? Is your measly salary not enough to buy you books? Our salary's the same, though. Oh, right. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have more savings than you. I frowned. Why should she bring up salary? Unless I'll try my best to make more money. No, you're fine as you are. That's not what I'm getting at. It's not. Ray, you meanie. Claire stormed off once again.
Is she trying to get attention?
I think she's trying to, do it. She overheard the conversation.
Oh, so she's trying to repeat. Yeah, I mean, I thought she overheard, but, yeah, I guess she's trying to repeat. I thought she wanted that same kind of attention or whatever, but...
What in the world is going on? And now I was being left out. Maydalay only want to play with me now. How's that? Oh, a tear welled up my... You're actually crying. It's fine. I'm happy as long as you three are happy. I'll just settle for watching from a distance. No. Go comfort Ray, you two. Okay. There, Mother Ray. I was consoled by my daughters. Ah, bliss. Later that night, Claire doused me with hot water, which didn't feel out of place at all since we both were in a bath. Oh dear, she started. You were just so dirty, I thought, oh, thank you very much. I was just about to wash my hair. I grabbed the soap bottle and began to wash Claire's hair. Your hair's so beautiful, Miss Claire. Thank you very much. Wait, that's not it! Is this too rough? No, it feels wonderful. My talent's being recognized. I couldn't be happier now. Or I could die happy now. After the bath, there were flowers waiting for me on the table.
Get
How about
together,
that?
Ray.
Claire.
Figure out what's going on.
What lovely flowers. They've been arranged wonderfully. Claire was silent. Miss Claire? Surprise looked over at her. She looked put off for some reason. What's the matter? I'm fed up with this. You've been acting odd today. And whose fault do you think that is? Claire howled, even though her face was lovely. Miss Claire, what do you want? Thank you for showing me your villainous side again. So you did notice. Of course she's a gremlin. Of course I was obvious she'd been trying to replicate what you first did to me at the academy.
There we are.
I love watching you try to play villainous. Of course you did. You were teasing me the whole time. Yep, thank you very much. Oh, well, you're so very welcome. I'm going to bed.
Is Claire that a good wrap-up point after this?
Sure.
Okay.
Claire rushed to the bedroom. I stopped by and grabbed her arm. Miss Claire, won't you try saying you hate me? Huh? What for? Oh, there's diamonds right here. I was wrong.
Okay, yeah, I thought they were coming up soon.
To put the finishing touches on your villainous routine. Honestly, Claire sighed. While she sounded like she dreaded the idea, she still turned around to face me with a determined look on her face. Very well, then hate! You're almost there, Miss Claire. Don't give up, I cheered for her. She ate you! It's over, Miss Claire. You did it! You really did it! I praised Miss Claire as if she were a hero who just won an epic battle. It was difficult. So unbelievably difficult. You've done well. It seems I can no longer curse you as I once could. Hey, you must love me lots then. I do. You better take responsibility. Of course. Claire smiled. She linked her arms with mine and rested her head on my shoulder. Together we disappeared into the bedroom. Meanwhile, our daughters were talking in the room. What was Mama Claire doing today, May asked. I know, Sister Lene told me. It's something called S&M play.
What?
Of course. Claire and I were oblivious to this conversation. Oh gosh, Lene, why? Lene!
They're 6.
They're 6!
Okay. That's okay, that's a whole separate problem. Yeah. Got a bookmark? A makeshift bookmark.
A makeshift bookmark.
Okay.
Lene!
The first thing I saw, you know what it was, but we're not going to use it as a bookmark, is this, your towel.
Oh yeah, my eyeglass cleaner thingy that I have never used to clean my...
towel, I think.
Microfiber
towel.
Cloth or towel, whatever you call it.
Yeah, that.
Oh my gosh.
I just can't with that ending. But that was very funny to see, like, I think that it accomplished two things. Like, this little throwback. On one hand, it really was funny. But it also showed how far Claire's come since then. She could barely even say I hate you. If she was like, if Ray knew she didn't mean it, she could barely say it.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a funny throwback, and like, wow, look how far they've come since they first met.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yep. What about you? What do you think of all of this?
It's interesting so far. And Lene just
cannot.
Yeah.
Cannot with Lene. I just, yeah. Just, that.
That's all I got.
Alright.
I'm excited for more.
Yeah, me too. And it seems like a new character's coming because we peeked ahead and saw a picture of someone new.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
That being said, so this next week, there will not be a reading.
Right. The following week
we'll be back.
resume the story.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we'll get to meet these new characters.
On the book. Alright, thanks so much for hanging out with us while we read this part of I'm in Love with the Villainess light novel. If you've enjoyed hanging out with us here and would like to chat in with us live, you can join our YouTube channel membership where we have monthly live streams. Look forward to connecting with you again soon, and we will be sending so much love. Till next time.
Laters!